Na bun. Hai cu neața. Eu, din câte mi-aduc aminte, n-am pus, bă, frate, nicio pereche de ochelari pe caracterul meu, că nu-mi plac. Hai, continue. Am dat microfonul pe mai tare față de tura trecută, de la ultimul videoclip. Mă auzeam un pic mai tare decât jocul, dar parcă mergea și un pic mai tare. Păcat că nu. PS4 nu duce mai multă calitate pe filmat. Maxim HD. Vai, dar mult mai durează loading-ul. Așa, în sfârșit. Rămăsesem aici la Hogwarts, de-abia să intrăm și am fost un bulangiu și l-am închis.
I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now,
Dar aici am
I need to
ochelari.
study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Dar de ce am ochelari?
Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Așa.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the
Mr.
goblin
Cherry.
problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
Oh,
If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
am început cu stângul cu ăsta, aparent.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Weasley. Am înțeles.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Încercăm. Dacă nu-mi dă îl din stânga una în cap. Dar nu-mi plac ochelarii ăia. Nu-i vreau.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
Da, normal.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I can't wait to explore.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder...
Ce
I
găsești, mă, mie?
detect something in you. A certain sense of...
Ce?
What is it?
Nu știu, tu să-mi spui că tu ai început cu asta. Ambition.
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition,
Ia uzi.
an eagerness for
După ce am spus eu, o aflat și el.
perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Da. Mă mâncă să dau să nu, că nu prea place Slytherin. Dar cam asta vreau eu. Să învăț abilități și să am mai multă putere și vreau să explorez. Ia să văd. Ravenclaw nu. Daring Bravery nu. Intelligence nu. Hufflepuff. Patience niciun caz. Mai are pe
I
Slytherin,
detect a
atât.
growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power.
Accept House.
You belong in Slytherin!
Și părul verde. Ochelarii trebuie dat jos, numai că nu-i suport. Am luat și trofeu.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Ce e ăla? Nu mai știu.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I
Okay.
said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Hai și eu nu mai apuc să mânc, m-am bătut până acum.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor
bagă.
Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
Merci.
well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Oare de ce mi se pare că zice efectiv că e vocea lui Harry
It's
Potter?
quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Mișto.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Ok.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Na bun, hai să vedem. Arată frumos. Chiar arată mișto. Cum pot să-mi dau ochelarii jos?
Looks like everyone's gone.
Pot? Display? N-am cum. Așa? Da, mișto.
Head to the common room.
De pe asta? Asta ce face? Butonul. Nu. Aceeași chestie ca și ălalt, e bine. Pe unde? Paciez, nu? Dar nu e și prin schifonier.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry.
Și cum pot vorbi cu
Did
ei?
you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
Da, bine că vorbiți de mine că nu sunt aici.
Well, I suppose. No.
Can I help you?
Oh, bă, nesimțitule.
You're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Da, deci deja s-a aflat. It was exciting.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Bom.
What book were you reading?
A spellbook I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Okay.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time.
Căcat.
It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you.
Na, căcat.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm a Melbourne, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Hai ghipam. Păi și nu fugi odată? Nu, te-ai întors la șah.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable
Orb.
arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house.
Așa
Do
e.
let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Ok.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Nu, nu.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here?
Da.
Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Mersi. A, și aici pot să trag, bă. Pot să le spar geamurile ăștia. Din păcate nu.
Revelio.
Înțeles. Ar fi fost totuși mișto. Aoleu, dacă te avem de urcat, frate.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts.
Să
Now, in
mor.
light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind.
O să facem tot
Especially
posibilul.
as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Înțeles, pile.
Here you are.
Hogwarts. Mișto. Cred că jocul ăsta să mă surprindă tot timpul.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Înțeles, așa facem. Gata, șefa. Când am învățat să fac asta?
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Ce e asta?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Ok. Hai, Weasley, mișcă-te.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
Tu ar trebui să te miști un pic mai repede.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can
Revelio.
Ok. 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 Ce e asta? Până o să înțeleg eu jocul ăsta, o să fie... O să dureze mult și bine.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside
Merci.
of the castle.
Mișto. Acum se deschide singură, când ajung acolo mai trebuie să mai spun eu ce naiba trebuie să spun, că eu deja am uitat. Dacă îmi punea 3 cuvinte asemănătoare acolo, eu nu știu pe care să-l dau ca să deschid ușa.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Ce mapă mișto! Bun, hai. Bun, ăsta cred că trebuie. Ai travel. Fast travel, ok. Prin castel, ca să nu mă pierd, da, cred că o să dau fast travel, dar pe afară nu cred. Cred că o să fie un walking simulator sau running simulator. Oare am level sau ceva? Sunt foarte curios. Am uitat că durează 10 ani loading-ul.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Așa.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Revelio.
Asta de ce? What the fuck? O vreau. Avada Kedavra. Cadavra. Crucio, și ăsta e mișto. Imperio. Cum parcă îi controlai. Lol. Păi ce vrei mișto are? Lol. Un froggy. Da. Da, astea trei sunt cele mai mișto. Peste trei clar le vreau.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education.
Aia ce face în spate? Dansează?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of
Nu știu
shops
ce
and
face
pubs.
aia în spate.
You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade.
Iulian Pisica a fost prins așa în
enjoy many a butterbeer
discuția noastră și nu știe ce să facă, să băguit, să plictisit.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time.
Perfect.
Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack.
Nu trebuie
My
tu să
suspicion
știi.
is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece.
Ce
Perfectly
mor.
good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Ok.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
No, bem, hai să vorbim și cu ăsta.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Mm-hmm.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Ok, hai să vedem. Ok, deci avem și XP. Ok. Levioso. Acchio. Mă interesează
The
Acchio.
map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies.
It's
including your
Leviosa,
own wand.
not Leviosa.
You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional
E
craftsman
bine că
and
le
a
știu
good
direct din
friend.
film.
I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Let's go to the voil. Ah, nu, sunt prost. Ce? În fine. Deschide-te. Deschide-te. Așa. What the fuck? Ce dracu se aude?
My older sisters taught me everything I needed to know about Hogwarts.
Quest begin.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Ok.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the
Are prea multă energie pentru
I
sănătatea
am
mentală.
confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. The summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Cu aia e prima oră în ăsta.
It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Hai să învățăm să ținem o carte în aer.
Akio! That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember,
Negresa aia, îmi vine foarte cunoscut vocea ei.
You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air.
Nu mă deranjează, dar tu chiar ai prea multă energie pentru bunăstarea mea spirituală. Bun, am ieșit în curte.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Ce sunete poate să scoată?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Pot să dau cu Bill în cap, poate îți mai trece din energie.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your excellent control there. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throw... Very good!
Așa, pe 50.
Splendid!
Hai, gata. Bun. 100 de puncte.
Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red.
Ah, am înțeles.
Yes, sir.
Hai să vedem. 50, căcat.
That is how it's done.
Ce prost 30.
Excellent.
Let us see this.
Iar da 50 asta. Dacă următoarea nu e pică, nu am cum să o iau. Sau iată, de ce? Ah, n-am putut să o dau jos.
Brilliant. Watch this. There we go.
Ok. Am fi la egalitate. Sau... Am mutat-o pe altă, măcar. Da, am mutat-o pe 50. Putem să mai încercăm o dată.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Înțeles.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Astra. Astra din Valorant.
Focus now, you will need it. This round settles it all.
Deci Astra din Valorant. A ei îi e vocea.
That is how it's done.
30, ești tu sigură? Și l-am dat pe jos. Da.
Don't lose your composure.
Dar nu văd. Să sperăm că e bine așa. Dar nu vedeam de boul ăsta. Ca și nu se dau bila jos.
Let us see this. There we go.
Dă-te tu. Dă-te tu. Dă cu putere. Și am dat-o și pe asta pe jos. Da. Baș, ăla.
Keep trying.
Căcat.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
No, dar ce o să continuăm și tura aviatoare? Aia deja 40 de minute și după aia mi-e frică că închide Drake el automat și nu știu când. Că așa e pe la PS. Și ne auzim again data viitoare. Mulțumesc că ați fost pe aici. Taci, mă.
Well done back
Taci,
there.
mă.
You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here.
Ok, deci nu pot să dau efectiv skip.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Nice to meet you.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Bun, ne auzim again de aceea aviatoare. Nu uitați de un like, share și subscribe dacă vă place conținutul. Dacă nu, ata ete. Hai cu sară faină.